What's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's economy minister has pushed back on reports that tech giant TSMC is slowing down its domestic production. Minister Wang Meihua said on Wednesday that TSMC's plans to open the new chip factory in Kaohsiung remain unchanged. Her comments come after a recent report by Taiwanese media outlet DigiTimes. The article said that TSMC is slowing down its investment plans in the southern port city. TSMC earlier announced a delay in the opening of the Kaohsiung factory. This is the second time the chipmaker has postponed its investment in Kaohsiung. Liu Peizhen, a researcher at a local think tank, says a recession in the global chip market is to blame for TSMC's deferral.
全球半导体的一个景气，那么整体在这个库存的一个去化，那么以及在终端需求的一个上升的状况是比较不如预期的。那所以在这个情况之下，也会比较导致在未来的一个订单能见度相对是比较有限的。
One of Taiwan's annual auto shows is taking place in Taipei, featuring a new Intercity electric bus. Eric Gao has more details.
This bus is built to go the distance. It's Taiwan's first electric bus designed to travel between cities. Its fast-charging battery gives the bus a range of 500 kilometers.
目前的电动巴士，每天所能够提供的营运里程大概是在200公里左右。 这是一个对全球电动巴士是一个很大的一个突破。
The bus was unveiled at an auto parts and electric vehicle show in Taipei. Over 800 vendors were there, including more than a dozen international companies. Taiwan's economy ministry says this shows the country's importance in the global electric vehicle supply chain.
我们的车用电子呢，打入国际供应链，到 Tesla、到 BMW 等等呢，还有充电桩名列全球第5大。 事实上已经展现了实力。
The electric vehicle sector is booming in Taiwan. Annual production value is projected to hit almost $20 billion in 2025. It could eventually be the country's next trillion-dollar industry. Damon Lin and Eric Gao for TaiwanPlus.
The Michelin guidebook has added 7 new Taiwanese restaurants to its list. 3 are in Taipei and 4 in the southern city of Kaohsiung. Most of the restaurants serve up classic Taiwanese fare like oyoli rice and dumplings, but the list also includes a European eatery and a Latin America restaurant. The Michelin Guide has been branching out from Taipei in recent years, adding restaurants in Kaohsiung and the central city of Taichung. There are currently around 60,000 visually impaired people in Taiwan, as opposed to only 33 working guide dogs in the entire country. These numbers fall far short of international standards, and it's an issue that's been going on for years. Cindy Chi has this story.
This is Yumi. She's not like other dogs that you might see on the streets. You should not pet her or play with her, as she is busy concentrating looking after her owner, Vito Lee. Vito is visually impaired. He relies on Yumi, a professionally trained guide dog, to get around. She's been guiding Vito for 3 years now. Over that time, the pair have formed an inseparable bond.
我觉得就像家人一样，对。那毕竟因为 Yumi 跟我在一起就是24小时都在一起，在家就我照顾他，但是出外走路的时候就是他照顾我。
Like Vito and Yumi, a guide dog's companionship and support can be life-changing for people with visual disabilities. There are over 60,000 visually impaired people living in Taiwan. But according to the latest statistics, the country only has 33 working guide dogs, and this number has barely changed in half a decade. The Ministry of Health and Welfare says the country needs at least 600 trained guide dogs to come anywhere close to meeting international standard. It takes 2 to 3 years to fully train a guide dog and costs over $32,000 each. It's not just high cost. The reasons behind the shortage are complex. Sunny Huang has been a guide dog trainer for 8 years. She says that training more working dogs would be a huge undertaking.
训练好一只导盲犬，它是需要很多时间去培养的。确实，我们人力也没有这么足，数量是没有办法说很大量的像机器这样制造出来，需要时间，需要人力。那人力的培养又是很困难的。
This guide dog shortage also hints at wider societal issues. Compared with other countries, Taiwan is considered less accommodating for visually impaired people.
我觉得台湾是需要有导盲犬的，因为台湾的路上的环境真的非常的复杂。无论是骑楼下面的停的机车，或者是凸出来的招牌等等，都是很容易让视障朋友撞到。使用手杖还是会有它的盲点，手杖会跟我们呈现一个45度斜斜的45度角。但是如果你走在路上，刚好你的前面是有大货车、大卡车，你刚好手杖会伸下去它的底盘，但是你完全不知道你正前方就是可能是大客车的那种门啊，或者是后斗那种东西，那你就会迎面撞上。
In addition to confusing infrastructure and street layouts, the process for applying for a guide dog can be a daunting and difficult experience. Having a dog might also affect visually impaired people's ability to find work or look for accommodation.
使用导盲犬会面临到一些问题，第一个是求职的问题，还有在住宿上面找房子。有些雇主方听到使用者他在用导盲犬，他不会明白的告诉你说狗狗不能进来，但是他会用其他的方式拒绝你，因为你有狗狗，他拒绝让你进来这个工作，或者是你有狗狗，他会用其他的方式拒绝你，让你去申请他的房子去承租。
Vito is lucky to have Yumi here to help him, but he's just one of many visually impaired people in Taiwan. And unless there are major changes in the current process, tens of thousands of others will never know how life-changing the aid and companionship of a guide dog can be. Aznaya Zhou and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
A new study has revealed the unique social habits of the yellow-throated martens, a type of small mammal native to Taiwan and East Asia. The study was commissioned by Yushan National Park, an area with a large number of yellow-throated martens. It found that males tend to form communities outside of their kinship groups. This sets them apart from other marten species. Yellow-throated martens are a common sight in Taiwan's mountain areas. Earlier this year, park authorities said they were worried about martens eating food scraps left behind by human visitors. They said this raised the risk of spreading disease. A nature reserve in northern Taiwan, famed for its giant trees and misty mountains, is set to begin charging entry fees. The move has some locals hopeful it will bring more investment, while others are worried this won't be enough to keep visitor numbers manageable. John Van Trist has this story.
This towering cluster of trees has been on this mountainside for over a millennium. It would take several adults to surround the thickest of their trunks. This is Lalashan, a rugged nature reserve in Taiwan's north. Since it opened to the public in 1986, it's been a hit, bringing in up to 170,000 visitors a year. Given Taiwan's history of logging, such a tight cluster of ancient trees in such an accessible place is rare.
我们接近这个树木的距离啊，很近。而且体力不用很大的要求，
胸径超过1公尺以上的巨木，至少就有超过100克。走在里面，就其实在被巨木所包围。
And now it's set for an upgrade from nature reserve to national forest recreation area, making it the 19th of its kind in Taiwan. The new designation will mean admission fees for visitors. Locals hope that the proceeds and more government investment will be used to fix up the park's aging facilities and build a tourism center. But others are more concerned with another problem: overcrowding.
倍增的话，它的交通反而会打结，对，因为我们里面就是主要是停车位有限，希望有客人，但是太多的话，反而那个反而会比较差一点。
The change in status takes effect on April 18th. In the meantime, people who live around Lalashan are waiting to see what the upgrade will mean for them and their home. Leon Lien and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of endangered baby loggerhead turtles being released back into the nature in Sydney, Australia. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.